All right, guys, my name's Connor, and my wife Alyssa is behind the camera, and we run our own 92 welding. We're located in Ball Ground, Georgia, and we've been debating for a long time on getting a machine like this. Just a little backstory: I'm a full-time fireman, and we run a small welding and fabrication shop on the side of that. So we've been doing it for, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years now. But we've been tossing around the idea for all of those 7 years on getting a CNC plasma table. So this is a huge step for us, and we're super excited. But I was able to find this machine at a pretty good deal up in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I made the drive yesterday. It was about a 4.5 hour drive there. So it's a Sabre Sidekick 8, so it's a 4 foot by 8 foot table. It does have the water bed in it for cleaner cutting and stuff like that. The table came with the Hypertherm PowerMax 45 and this Ingersoll Rand 60-gallon air compressor. So everything, especially the compressor and the Hypertherm, look almost brand new. So pretty excited about that. Really good deal. Obviously the CNC table shows some wear, but it's a dirty job. So, you know, it could be 2 months old and it looked like this, you never know. So right now what we're doing is just cleaning it up. So you can come by and see, just taking a wire wheel to the inside of the bed. I don't know if you can get that on camera, but all the slats are taken out. So this is a water bed. Obviously it holds water while you're cutting. For one, to keep a clean cut, to keep a cool cut, and to keep all the fumes and dirt from getting everywhere. So obviously, like I said, this is used. So before I get it in the shop, I figure this is a perfect time to clean it out with a wire wheel. It makes a ton of dust. That's why I look nasty. Video is really an introduction to us, who we are, what we do, and maybe give you a laugh while we try to get this thing out, because it weighs 2,500 pounds. I know it doesn't look like it just sitting on the trailer, but this thing is crazy heavy. So one thing I do like that I'm really impressed with the Shop Sabre line of plasma tables is this is all heavy wall, heavy tube framed, welded, as opposed to bolt together aluminum. So what that gives you is a ton of stability. The gantry, which is the thing on top, moves back and forth at a pretty fast rate, and it's moving, stopping, moving, and stopping. And if this thing was bolted together with an aluminum frame, that causes the table to move. So this is one of the big sells on this, is it's American made, heavy wall tubing frame, all welded, so it's super heavy. It's 2,500 pounds. We had to get a wrecker on a rollback to load this thing from the dock to my trailer. We'll probably try to cut in a picture of how we did that. I don't know how YouTube works. I'm not gonna be the one editing it. My wife is, Alyssa, so we'll see if she can do that. I don't know. I see it in other videos, so I don't know. So I don't have a big machine. I don't have a forklift, but what I do have is simple mechanical tools. So we can probably get it off, no problem. Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see. So stay tuned and watch. All right, now I'm behind the camera, so there's no telling what's about to happen or how I'm about to mess this up. But I figured I'd just give you a closer look. All I know to reference off making YouTube videos is from watching YouTube videos. And I know what I like to see. I know what helps me to see, so that's what I'm just gonna try to show y'all. Obviously, like I was saying earlier, this is the bed, weld bed, or water bed. So these little slats right here, these little cutouts in the angle iron, they hold these little pieces like this. So while these look like crap, all it takes is cleaning up. Like I said, this is it's a very dirty job, somewhat. So you can look at this and it'd be very easy for somebody to be like, oh man, that's in terrible condition, you know? But it's not. That's just how it looks, even after a week after using it. So those go in there, they go all the way down, and that's what holds your stuff on. So I just got done wire wheeling all this. You'll probably about to see a clip of me blowing this out. It's gonna be absolutely disgusting. So I'll get these slats cleaned up as well. I got to get all this plate off the trailer. Kind of came with the machine, so got a lot of work to do. So we'll also clean all these rails, pretty dirty. We got a rack and pinion gear system, which is really nice, helps this thing cut really smooth. The cut quality on this is about as good as you can get. So stay tuned and keep posted. So that last piece and this piece is 3/16 4x8 sheet, so it sucks. I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing off. Like I said, I don't have big machines, but first thing I gotta do is get this compressor out of the way, which I didn't realize this till I put my hands on it the first time. This freaking compressor is crazy heavy. It's so top heavy. I knew they were heavy, but I've never dealt with a compressor this big. It's pretty wild how much weight is on this head right here. So the reason I need to get the compressor off first before I get the plasma table off is I gotta be able to tie the plasma table back to the trailer. That way when we get the plasma table on wheels, it doesn't just take off into the garage. Even though that might be the most efficient way, it kind of scared me a little bit. So I gotta get the compressor out of the way so I can tie it back. I've already got the back legs of the CNC table on dollies. Really all I did is take a floor jack, lifted it up, put the dollies under, put some steel on the dollies just to kind of disperse the weight on that wood. So now, this thing has always done me right, so man, I hope it does me right again, because this is gonna suck. Did it, I think. All right, all this brain work's making me thirsty, so this video is sponsored by Miller Lite. So go and buy some. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be cool though. Maybe one day. Here's kind of the system we got going on. We got the back legs on dollies like we showed you earlier. Did that by using the floor jack. Now I need to get the front legs on the dollies, but without this setup, if I just jack the front end up, it's gonna go sliding, and I don't want that. So we're tying it back to the trailer frame on a chain hoist. So once we lift the front end up, it's not gonna run on us. And then once we get the front end on dollies, we can let out with the chain hoist and start lowering it down towards the edge of the trailer. My thoughts are, once we get to the edge of the trailer, it's gonna be a pain to get the dolly wheels over these this angle iron right here, but we'll figure that out. Sorry, Alyssa's drunk working the camera. I'm just kidding, she's not. So my thought is, either way, whenever we get it, the legs right here, I'm gonna pick it up with the engine hoist, and then we'll keep going until the legs are clear, set the legs on the ground, or on dollies actually, and then same process going back. Also, the gantry weighs quite a bit, and by like quite a bit, I mean like a bunch. So by positioning this in a certain way can help you or hurt you when you're trying to lift this thing. So I moved it all the way back here to make it easier to lift back there. Now I'm probably gonna move it to the back when we start lifting this up. I'll just have to strap it back so it doesn't come rolling towards me, but that's it. All right, so still in the process. You can kind of see what we got going on here. Nothing crazy. So basically, I just lower this down a couple turns, puts a little slack in the system, and then I just push it and tighten the system up. And we kind of go inch by inch. I'm not trying to gain a mile each time I push it. This thing is so heavy, I would hate for anything to happen. So I'm just taking it slow, going inch by inch, so I let some slack in the system. Now, push it. And now there's tension back in the system. Lower down some more. Keep going. So, little by little, is how I've been doing it. Probably a better way out there, but it seems to be working pretty decent for now. I think our wheels are probably on the curve of the concrete, which they are. So with how much weight this thing's holding, we'll never push those wheels over. So I'm going to grab the pry bar. There we go. Now they're over. Keep on keeping on. Alright, so I guess now you can see we got the front end on the ground, lowered it on the ground to its feet, and then we were able to come into the side with the engine lift, put a chain hoist all the way around, or a chain bridle all the way around, grabbed it, picked it up to where the weight came off of the trailer, pulled the truck out. So now this is where we sit, and we got to lower it onto these dollies. Once we do that, we'll lift the front end, get the front end on dollies, and then probably be able to push it around, hopefully. So my brother showed up to give us a hand, a lot like a blister. So stay tuned. Alright guys, that's it. We got it inside, but took a while. We figured it out. We got it in here. It's still sitting on the casters for now, until we decide on its final place. And we got to get the air compressor hooked up. But next, we just got to clean it up and hook it all up. Start cutting. So I know it's dark. We got the smudge pot going. Hopefully this machine is going to be a smudge pot printer here soon. Who knows? But that's that. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.